In this episode, we're going to take a look at El Tequileño's Platino, right here on the Tequila Hombre, coming up next. Hello and welcome to this episode of the Tequila Hombre. We're going to be taking a look at and doing a tasting interview of El Tequileño's Platino. Now, even though my bottle is square, the newer bottle's are round, but don't worry, it's the same juice. They just changed the bottling on it. All right, so we've got some great information for you. Don't forget to like it if you like the information we give you, and don't forget to subscribe for other reviews. But right now, we're going to get into how this tequila is made. All right, El Tequileño is made at NOM 1108. The name of the distillery is Jorge Saez Cuervo. It is located in Tequila, Jalisco, in the Valles. The master distiller is Tony Saez, and they actually use Weber Blue Agave for the tequila, but they truck their agave from the highlands down to the distillery in the lowlands in tequila. So they don't use lowlands agave, they truck it 4 hours from the highlands down to the lowlands to make this tequila. After they're done preparing the agave, it is then cooked in autoclaves using high pressure to convert those starches to sugar. After it is done cooking, they then shred the agave and use a roller mill to extract the sugars from the agave fibers. Once the sugars are extracted, it is then fermented in stainless steel tanks, and then it is 2 times distilled using copper pot stills. Now, one thing that's different that they do with this Blanco is they actually will rest it in an American oak barrels for a minimum of 2 weeks. Now, under the norma, the guidelines, you can actually rest a Blanco in a barrel for up to 2 months and still call it a Blanco. So that's what they do in here. So it's supposed to smooth out the flavors for a little bit, and we'll see whether we get that when we do the tasting here. So the lowest price I was able to find this for online is $49.99. All right, well, that's how this tequila is made. It looks like the processes can make a really good tequila. So let's see how this tequila tastes. All right, so now it's time to get into the tasting. We're gonna pour a little bit of this in here and see what we got. All right, we get a nice pour going there. All right, move that aside. All right, so we're gonna swirl this around the glass here, get it to open up a little bit as well, see how it coats the glass, get an idea of what kind of mouthfeel we should get from this. All right, looking at how this thing coats the glass, look at that. See the tears forming on there? Legs coming down the glass. That is just going to be nice and oily and have a rich mouthfeel to it. Look at that. That looks beautiful. Even though this is rested in oak barrels, it doesn't have a yellowish hue to it. It's pretty clear. So it looks like a beautiful Blanco. Look at that. Doesn't it look tasty? All right, let's see. Let's see how what the aromas are. Let's see what this smells like. Oh my gosh, you guys, this is a beautiful cooked agave smell to it. It's got the baking spices, the cinnamon, but it also has a grassiness to it. It smells green. It's kind of hard to explain it, but it's got a grassy, like a fresh cut lawn kind of like smell to it. It smells very fresh. A little pepperiness to it too. I get a little pepper coming through on the nose as well. It smells like a beautiful Blanco. I can't wait to try this. All right, you guys, let's see how this thing tastes. Coats the mouth beautifully. Definitely get cooked agave up front. Getting a little bit of grassiness coming through on it. Pepper. A little bit of a bitterness to it too, like from anise, like black licorice. coming through on it as well. And it finishes with just a hint of vanilla on the finish. And the nice thing about it is there's hardly any burn to it, so it's actually very smooth. I hate using that word, but that's one people can understand. But it goes down very easily. It's a very easy sipping tequila. This is a fantastic tequila, you guys. Definitely get the cooked agave baking spices. Grassiness coming through on it. Some pepper. A little anise, the bitterness right in the middle, right towards the end of the middle. Goes into right to a slight vanilla on the finish. Very nice. I highly recommend this. Is it one of my top blancos? No, but it's very good. And for the price, I definitely will keep a bottle on my shelf. This would make great margaritas. It's too good to shoot, so I wouldn't do shots with it. Definitely a nice sipper to enjoy anytime. I highly recommend it. Make sure if you see it, you're thinking about picking it up. Don't think anymore. Pick it up. All right, so guys, don't forget to give us a like for the information that we provided here in the video. I'd also love to hear your feedback. If you've tried Tequileño's Platino, I'd love to hear what you think. And also, please let me know what parts of my description of the aroma and flavors you liked best. If you've seen other tequilas from Tequileño, I'd love to hear your feedback on what you thought of them. And we'll do some reviews of those also in the future. So don't forget to subscribe. And also don't forget to subscribe because we are giving away some free stuff. And the only way you can win the free stuff is if you're subscribed and comment. So make sure you do that. All right, well, that's all I have for this review. Until the next review, like I always say, life is too short to drink bad tequila. Salud.